Excavation complete. Elevation to hydroelectric level restored.
Welcome back to Tectonica. So on this, my second playthrough, we are now ready to proceed to hydro. Our plan today is to see if we can get some renewable power going so we don't have to keep poking the crank generators. So this is the hydro level. Let's take a look at the map real quick. We see that we've got an area out back here with a box or something there, and we've got some shinies out there. Let's go around the back first, and I think we can come up that river and come down. So we're going to make this a circle. I am not going to pick up all of the plant matter or even all the kindle vine. We're just going to come racing around here and explore. We're looking for that green dot on the mini map. There it is, up there. And I remembered it was up. There we go, and I can grab the box too. And we got all this kindle vine. So we'll come back here when we are ready to grab more kindle vine. If we need to build more kindle vine garden, we can do that. Come up. Yeah, okay. And we need to scan the scannables. Currently, we have quite a lot of plant matter, and we are sinking the plant matter from our garden. I'm just going to pop up here and scan these guys. We have a thing. Hello, door. Hello, window. Cool stuff inside. Another unopenable door. Entrance offline interactive repair. You want monorail track and advanced circuits. We are not there yet. Haven't seen those. So back here, I remember this place from early access when this entire wall was iron. Now it's this wall. And we can go up here. Just kind of cruise around real quick. I see something on the mini map just to our left, and it is way above us. I am not going to go get that. Just as a side note, the landscaping is pretty. I like the alien feel I get out of it. And this comes back out on the waterfall. Whee! And there's the little office we were in. Just for funsies, can I pop this rock? Not with, yes. Usually with this guy, if you aim at a, oh, that was a good smack. If you can tap a rock, it just, the whole thing goes away and turns into limestone. Apparently with these really big ones, you have to be correctly placed. That's okay, we can run around them. Reason why I am popping these is we are going to be making use of this lake. I am not sure if we're just going to use a little bit of it or a lot of it. It depends on how much we actually want to put out in the way of power. Now, potentially, we could basically cover this entire surface with water wheels, which we will be seeing in a moment. And your crank generators go axially. So the axle of the crank generator goes through the axle of the water wheel, of course. So then your water wheels themselves head away from your water source at that same level, so you can't go up or down.
These water wheels, the closer you'll be to never having to turn a crank generator again.
Yes, ma'am.
We should check out that office too.
Let's start scanning stuff. Now I am going to tear all of this down because we're going to build our own layout. This is a core composer.
Scanning that core composer fragment seems to have given you a free one in your inventory. Drop it down whenever you get the space and power to make it work. After that, you'll be able to dump cores into it and never worry about placing them one at a time again.
So change to core composers for those of you that played early access and haven't gotten to it in main game yet. In early access, you place the core composer and it would stack the cores above it. They would go up, and the up was not limited until it hit something, and then would mushroom out at top. And if you remove the core composer, the cores would stick around, which is kind of cool. And now the core composer holds a fixed number of things. You can select 2,000, 4,000, or 8,000. It reserves the space for it, and if there's not enough space, you can't place that size. So you have to pre-dig if you want to go high. And when you pick up the core composer, it picks up all of the cores you put in it, which is also kind of cool. Let's head down this way. I am going to scout this area out and grab the scannables. Again, we're not picking up the plant matter and seeds yet. Well, not seeds, plants. Well, also during EA, when you grabbed one of these, you would actually get its seed rather than its plant. So the planting model was first you learn to do the planter. And there's something, oh, there's a green spot this direction. And it's on my level. So we are going to come around to here. Oh, I made some coolant while we were offline. And yes, I used the assembler. Can I grab the box? I can grab the box. So this lower area, it's got that box. It's got some rocks we can pop. And it ends. And there's no obvious route back, although there is, it looks like, some stuff there. Around this way? So we need to go up and about where we're pointed. Unable to mole your way out, press escape, open pause menu to respond. Let's do it the easy way. That puts us back at the thing. So we basically went all the way around and dropped down at the end and had a good time with it. If I go off the other direction, from here, this kind of peters out and starts heading downward, and it heads down towards where we were earlier. I think it's easier to dig down to that than up from it. So if we want to dig that out, I'll do it from the top. But that's not getting us anywhere near to having power. And I missed my turn through to the... Yeah, okay. We'll just have to head back this way, see if I can find my way back to the elevator. There it is. Okay, go through here. And let's finish this up. Pick those up. I am going to see if I can recover all of these juicy little bits. So some of the flooring way back here is hard to pick up. But if you do it with an area thing, it works much better. Some of this stuff we can't scan down or anything. We'll come back to the little office in just a moment. Trying to pick up all of this stuff. When we lay out our layout, we're going to want to do it slightly differently. The original layout here was based on an older ratio where it was 2 water wheels per 5 of the crank generators. And we are going to be exploring the actual new layout, which is different. It's actually 1 to 10, but I'll show you how we get to that number. So let's see, scan U. Go up here and we've got a door. And this requires advanced circuits and processing units, quite a lot of them. But what I noticed was that the top is all caved in by this rock. So we saw the rock from below.
What do you think, Breaker? Why fix the door when the ceiling is wide open?
Let's get it scanned.
If this rock had fallen on the facility from above, the protection zone around the structure would have held it in place until it could either be pushed away or drilled apart. For it to have punched through like this, the weight would have had to slowly penetrate the protection zone over... Honestly, I don't know how long. A lot longer than we were going to be here.
Essential technology detected. Assembler Mark II. Produces quadruple output for same resource input.
So that one assembler we have, I'm going to put this assembler Mark II down. So the only difference is that the assembler Mark II literally doubles its output for the same input. I think same time. Oh, I think it needs more electricity. So that's good. Now we want to rough out what we want our power to look like. What I want to do is have water wheels kind of set up my power pointing that way to the south, which means the water wheels are going to be lined up headed west. I want them all in a row. And this point right here is my furthest point we stick out. So let's see here. Take away some of the stuff we don't need to have on hand. Boom. I'm going to put the water wheels on F10. The power is still on F10. Water wheels on F9. F8's got a whole bunch of 3x3s. I turned a bunch of our limestone into calcite platforms. Just kind of let it go through the machine for a while. If you feed limestone to the machines for that, it's better. It just takes 180 to do each one. So it's just much faster to feed the limestone by hand. And we need these metal power floors. So we picked up some here, and I also picked up some in the battery pack area. So if I start here, I need holes in this big enough for a water wheel. And we're going to go both ways from here. So let's see, can I put a water wheel there? Well, that's facing the wrong way, isn't it? Can I put a water wheel there? Yes, I can. And that is facing the correct direction. So let's extend this a bit. And what I want to do is I want to have 4 long by 6 this direction. So there's 4 that way, 2 more this way. And 2, 3, 4. Just because I think this is kind of the size of water wheel array that aesthetically makes sense to me. If we want to grow this in the future, I can always make quick adjustments. I can move a crank generator and add another row of water wheels. I can always extend this down that way. So we're going to get this all laid out. And it just occurred to me that this is not going to be divisible by 3, which means that our little calcite platforms are not going to line up nicely. We could go to there. That's good. Okay, so 5 by 4, so 20 total. And now we're going to take this and run it all the way back to here. So for calibration, this is how you discover what the ratio is. You put down your first water wheel, and you put down a crank generator next to it. And the first thing is, this guy is spinning the wrong direction. Notice his little light is to the right. So if I turn him around, there we go. The water wheel turns out 100 Newton meters of torque. This guy requires 10, so we can do 10 of these. Per water wheel. Now, actually, because we're not doing very much yet, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn these 3 spots into water wheel spots. Oh, come on. Yeah, we need to wipe these out so I can run these guys down like that. And notice the water wheels take up just 3 this direction, which is why I use the 3 by 3s. Also, I'm just about out of 5 by 5s, so there's that too. And then the second set of 10 we're going to put in next to it. And it's going to need these taken out. We don't have any more crank generators here. We've got more down below. And I need to make more water wheels, and I need to bring the crank generators up here. Let's go get them. The other thing I need to do is run this power back there. Well, we have the ability to do that. We've got some voltage steppers and a high voltage cable. You need a voltage stepper at each end, and they need high voltage cable to carry the voltage. So I'm going to give myself a little flat area here. and that's where I'm going to put the voltage stepper. Let's put him on F6 for now. And you're going to face that way. And I'm going to bring the cable in and through and around and down over here. And F6 for the voltage stepper. I just need to bring the cables back. We have some cables, F6. Start from there. Now these cable junctions, wow, the cable can go through there.
Task inbound. High voltage cable. Used to create high voltage power systems over substantial distances. Must be connected to voltage stepper in order to power machines.
Yeah, you need a stepper at each end. So apparently we satisfied the cert qual while we were doing that. That's fine. Excess maintenance, there. So this is now hooked up to our main power grid. So you notice that we have 8250 kilowatts being generated now. This guy we don't need to trigger. So we need to build more water wheels. I'd like to build 3 more water wheels. Let's finish this up for this size. Later when we double it, we'll have to eliminate this guy, turn this into frameworks, and dig back. Now eventually we could go 40 back that way. I've done that before, which is why I chose this size to start with. I'm just going to really quick take this stuff down. Oops, not that. We start from here and we fill all of that out. So 3 more water wheels and 40 total crank generators. Got it. Back to Victor. I need to check something real quick. Let's activate you guys for another hour. I think this is more than 40, so all we really need is our water wheels. So you get changed over to, oh, more to the point, all of this stuff really goes away because I'm going to be making everything with my trusty Mark II assembler, which will make all of the materials go twice as far. And if a thing is made from other things, we double each stage. So yeah, you are going on F3. And you are making, no. I need to unlock some science first, don't I? We can't unlock yet because we need to make water wheels and a core composer. We've got a core composer on us. I'm not feeding it to Victor. I'm going to use it. Why don't we start by automating science? No, I want to get the power going. And for some reason on OBS, I am no longer seeing, there's my status line. My OBS window got moved. I couldn't see how long the video was so far. There we go. So we're about half an hour in. I think I'm going to leave automating science for the next video. But what we need right now is to be able to make the water wheels. So I need 30 science. I think I'm going to steal it. I am being scummy. You know what? This isn't stealing enough to make a difference. So, rather than steal science, we're going to make science. And I'm going to put the core composer down somewhere decent. Let's move you out there. We could put the core composer out here. So core composer, toss you on 9 for the moment. So core composers are still locked. I have one I can place. It places it with the minimum possible capacity because I haven't unlocked building them yet.
Inbound. Core composer. Supply with research cores via belts and inserters for automatic placement and availability. Swap variations to determine capacity in accordance with available overhead clearance.
There's that. Now, when we picked up all the balls from over there, we went into negative territory. That's okay. We hit sort, go back up to the top. We had 103 of them. And now we're going to put an assembler Mark II in here for the moment. And you are making science. So that'll make as much science as we had copper wire. Now, I think what I'm going to do is relax a little bit. You're on F3. I'm going to relax my needs. I'm going to do some basic stuff over here somewhere. We are running low on copper coils. I don't need that many of them. It's 6 to 1. Let's go with that. What else am I running low on? Intermediates. How are we doing for iron frames? Let's get the bulk stuff out of the way. So copper frames got 101. Iron, 126 of those. We're doing some of those. We've got 200 of those. We could use some more copper components. Got plenty of those, and I don't see any mechanical components. So let's load you up, and then I'm going to pull back quite a lot of it. Just like that. And give you some boxes so I don't have to keep pulling stuff out. So that'll get some of the components that I'm currently missing. So one layer is 100. So it didn't take long for this to fill it up. So for now, I'm going to establish that. There. We have 42 available. So there's our water wheel.
Inbound. Water wheel. Used to generate hydroelectric energy for crank generator automation.
Let's let him do his last 4 here. And we'll get those placed, and then I'm going to repurpose him to build water wheels. And he's probably got some inputs. Water wheels are here. What do we need? We need those and those and those. And that'll build 4 of them for us, which is one more than we need. And then if I let it run a second cycle, that'll give us the 5 we need for Victor. And the next thing we need to upgrade Victor is a core composer. And where is core composers? Here it is. So it's going to be 50 science to unlock core composer. So we need to do 30 more science to get a core composer done. Almost there. There's the 4. So it turns out I didn't need all of this fancy stuff. We're going to put you back to building science. And we need to put in more wires. Well, that's easy enough. I will just drop those in. That'll be 14. That would be 12. It's 1 to 1. We better just do that. You know what? Let's just do that. And how about yeah, why not? So you've got that going, you've got that going, you've got that going. I am going to grab all of my generators. The amount of area that we can pick up is still fairly small. Technologies allow you to bulk erase larger areas. Let's go finish our power station. So these guys that and you do need to get them pretty tight in. Now, as you look over this, you can see in the lower left, system torque 100 out of 100. So that tells us that we're using all the available torque in that axle. There we go. So power. Well, Apparently, this isn't enough power. So I need to go wider or longer. Let me pause the recording for a moment and I will mold out an extension to this. And we're back. So mold out the area that we'll need for more generators, and I've already switched over one of our water wheels here, so we just need to add 10 more of these. We have 6, that'll be a good start. So I need 4 more plus 40, so 44 total more generators to go onto this. And I just realized I read this wrong. We're actually producing 8 megawatts out of the 67 we need. So we're actually good right now. But I could build more generators and more water wheels to increase the power in the near future. So we still don't have enough bars coming in that I'm willing to set up a real production line. How are we doing for science? We've got 104 science to place. Oh, nice. So better excavator bits, better mole things. Looking at what we want to do first. I really want to get Biobrick going. That's going to be our fuel of choice for some things. So we'll be able to build Biobrick now. We want vertical belts, makes it easier and to route things around cleanly. Rail runners, I use monorails less in the release because we don't have long distances to travel. Accumulators. Most of this is going to have to wait until we get a real mine going. I think that's going to be once we get Biobrick. Speaking of Biobrick, sorry, I had to sneeze. Take a look at what we need to make Biobrick. So we need grass and we need limestone. Okay, well, we've got plenty of limestone and we can get plenty more. And there's even a limestone node down that way that we can mine. Of course, using Biobrick as our fuel. So what we really want to do is intercept all this grass and turn it into Biobrick. One of these turns out 10 per minute Biobrick. And I'm basically out of these 5x5s. Because I kind of let things be loose up here. I didn't pack it in tightly. And I haven't aggressively been going out and seeking out places to scan down stuff. So for instance, we have a big cave down below us, and there's probably ruins down there that I could scan. I could pick up a lot of calcite things. Shall we start off? Well, we've got a supply. I don't need to start off by mining. So let's see here. How many of these do I have left? I've got none on me because I put them in a box. I have one left in a box somewhere. So we're going to do 3x3s. I'm just going to put it in here. I will run this over here to do the build. I really wish I could use Mark II assemblers for all of this, but it's not to be. Hold on. If I program up 1, I can copy it. So your input rate is 15 per minute plant matter. And your threshing output rate is 15 per minute for each of these. We actually have enough of this stuff to double that threshing. And I think we want to do that. Let's see, I can pack this in here. Yeah, just like that. Need more threshers. I really want to use you for threshing, don't I? Okay, let's turn off all of this stuff. Let those drain so that their stuff in progress goes. There, all drained. I can rotate you, and I will want to repurpose you to make threshers. And one batch will give us 4 of them. I'm going to need 6 of these machines. What I could do is leave an aisle down the middle. So we're going to collect our inputs on the back sides, and our outputs are going to come out the middle. And I am going to hand make some inserters. Naughty, naughty. Because those inserters are going to be picking up the grass at 15 each, 15 per minute each. And the other input is, oh, come on, 30 per minute limestone. Well, to get that, I'm going to have to go with a filter inserter. And yes, this means that for now, our limestone is going to be a critical resource. We will be mining limestone shortly. When we start running out, I will do that. And I'm out of belts. No. I'm going to grab those and quickly change you over to belts. And set you back up because belts need you. And now we start with the fact that I can never seem to find what I want on the filter line. There. and filter inserters, which I'm going to be a naughty boy and I'm going to make another batch. So the close guy is the grass. And the far guy is the... Yeah, we're going to have to route these centrally as well. And I'm going to want my grass all going out that way, so this gets redone. Let's see if we start from here, like that. There we go. And that's my grass input here and here. So we need 90 limestone going each way. Oh boy. Yeah, pretty much we need that. There. And I think I am going to add a box here. 15 each, so total of 90 per minute. So we're not yet at the place in our factory where I can leave it running and have lots and lots of all of the things I need. Okay, so as we drain this box, this will slow down. I think I'm going to just let this run as it is. We do need to bring our extract somewhere. How about if I bring the extract back this way and box it up over here? Oh, we have verticals now, don't we? Watch this. I am going to rerun this using verticals. First of all, the ground level stops here. I'm going to start my grass output here. I'm going to start it as fixed height. And it's going to go all the way out to here ish, and down. Let's get rid of these. It makes it easier to put it in place. So the only limitation here is we can't have a hub next to a hub. So if I had placed these one to the left, it would have made it a little more difficult. We need to do something similar for the other direction. I'm going to bring it all the way over here and down. Like that. No. What is my total output here? This is going to be, yeah, still 90. Okay. We set it up to handle a little bit of over capacity. And now we redirect this stuff. Like that. Now I could have put the vertical starting there, but this is easier to lay out. And I want to go easier to lay out because we don't have blueprints. I think the word from the devs originally when that was suggested was that if they had blueprints, then people would be building at scales that the engine couldn't handle. Well, I do have news for them. People are already building at scales the engine can't handle in the end game. And we're not exactly sure what it is that the engine isn't handling. We think it's one of the a specific one of the late game items. Okay, so all of our extract is coming into the middle and it's going on this stacked belt back to here, and we can toss it all in there. I'm going to grab 2 stacks of it. See, we have more than a full box of grass. We could continue using grass as our fuel for a long time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up the Biobrick. I'm not going to start using it as fuel quite yet. And I'm going to bring that fuel out over the tops of things. So here we can come all the way to here. And go up, around to here, and around, and I think I'm going to take it down here. Heck, why not? Let's merge it in. We'll continue to use this grass as long as we have it, but the biobricks will now start picking up the slack. So there we have it. We've done power, renewable power. Okay, and the second thing we did was renewable biobrick. For it to really be renewable, Let's go get some. Tell you what, I'm going to pause the recording while I go dig out to the limestone. I will be. Okay, got it dug out. And I dug it out a little bit lower, and then I put in a floor in a good level. I think I can get 2 or 3 miners in on the side, on the ends here, and 4. So if I put in 12, that's a nice round number. So let's see. Let's put it here. 2, 3, 4. 2 on this side. 4 on that side. 2 there. So do I like that placement? Yeah, good enough. So now we need to supply fuel to all 12 of them. And we're going to be getting 120 back. Each one of these is going to produce 10 per minute. 120 is not enough, but it is a full belt. So take that for what it's worth. Here's our outputs. We may end up reducing the number of machines making Biobrick, or we might take some of our Kindle Vine extract and smelt it into smelt it into limestone, which I don't really want to do. So we're going to come around the edge here to feed these guys fuel, and we will split and go around the edge to feed these guys fuel. And the return stuff we will take just in here. See, I want to bring it back here, so we're going to do like this. Just like that. And these are going to be verticals. That. So I need to hook up the lower line to fuel and the upper line to where we want our limestone. Oh, you'll notice we have a whole lot of it. That's good. So this fuel, I'm going to put a hub in here, and you are going to stay at altitude. You're going to come all the way back to here, and I'm going to rotate you around, and you're going to come down here. So, let's come to here like that. And here comes the fuel. Notice that these guys got all backed up. So my fuel is going to need to join in with that. So what we're going to do is I am going to take you you're going to come to here. I'm going to go up 1, and we're going to go down like that. So somehow we're going to have to get more fuel coming in. We'll worry about that later. And you can go all the way back to here and turn and turn and turn, and you will be here like that. Actually, let's make you a little more tidy. I left my assembler making belts for a while. I may want to move all these guys down one. Well, at some point, this guy will stop producing, which will move everybody down just a little bit. Oh, wait a minute. I turned on infinite R's. We're fine. Still want to move them down one. Meh. Let's do it. There. So once everybody gets their fuel loaded, we should start seeing a full belt of limestone coming out. And for now, it will be mixed with limestone that I manually drop into this box. Which I have some more of. And we are going to keep refilling these boxes with grass. And there we have it. We have automated the production of our Biobrick. We have provided it with a renewable supply of limestone and a renewable supply of plant matter. And the Biobrick is now our renewable fuel. So we're on renewable fuel and renewable power. And that's it for this one. See you in the next one.